How you doing, my friends, and welcome to some more Real Talk. This time, I want to talk about music and the devil. Why I want to talk about this is because I was at work today, and I was talking to this customer. I work retail. I've mentioned this several times. I work the retail with Mike, the exact same job. And this one guy had a Blue Stolly t-shirt, and it was about the album The Devil, his most recent one that came out last year, 2015, somewhere around there. But anyway, it was called The Devil, and I actually just happened to be listening to that exact album at work, because I mostly do kitchen. I was just helping out the register in the kitchen, and I would comment on it saying, hey, that's awesome, I was just listening to that. And then another customer came up and was talking about, what would you say, the devil? That music and the devil? Is it promoting the devil? And it is kind of crazy. It kind of reminded me of that insane guy in Little Nicky. You know what I'm talking about. The blind guy's always saying, the devil is here! The devil is here! When Little Nicky approached, yeah. It was basically that kind of situation. And to be honest, it was kind of funny. I just let it play out. Those two started arguing. And we just kind of let it play out. It didn't escalate too far. They weren't shouting or anything. And then they took it outside. But what I want to talk about is, that's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy how far some people take it, because the album, yeah, it has a lot of stuff like that in it, but it isn't like talking about burning down churches. It's just talking about the devil and demons and stuff. It's actually a really good album. I would suggest checking it out. Blue Stolly, The Devil. Yeah, it's not bad. The actual artist has the whole album uploaded on his own YouTube channel for free, so go ahead. Well, anyway, what I want to talk about this is because I can understand both points of view on it. Some music being, I don't know, satanic and not want to be promoted and stuff like that, but also, a lot of times people take it too far. Like, some, stuff about talking about killing and stuff like that, or the devil, and, like, Slipknot, a lot of Slipknot stuff. I can understand why a lot of companies, or you won't hear that in grocery stores, because they don't want to be representatives of that kind of stuff. They want happy-go-lucky stuff, and a lot of people actually don't like that type of music, so if they go in there, it might drive away some business. If you put on the stuff that they do now, kind of, for the most part, no one will bat an eye at it, and they won't lose any customers or anything like that. They played Slipknot, and the growling and the screaming would turn some people off and probably go somewhere else. So, I can understand that, but then there's people like him who just take it too far, man. Like, no one's gonna go out and shoot up a school just because they heard a song on the radio or they just were listening to this type of music. That's not how it works. If anything, that kind of stuff helps people not do that. It gets rid of the stress, and they can, imagine it in their head and just relieve that stress. I mean, if they don't have an outlet, then people might actually do it more. People get that type of stuff backwards, and it's crazy. And I just think people need to realize that that type of thinking can do you in. That type of thinking would not help people. It would hurt more people if you completely banned that type of music, violent games, whatever. That type of stuff actually helps people more than it hurts them. And I'm not also the biggest fan of that type of music. Sure, there are bands that have a lot of screaming stuff like that I do listen to. Slipknot, I just mentioned. All That Remains, Killswitch Engage, and stuff like that. But most of that stuff isn't necessarily extreme anger. They're screaming and stuff, but it isn't anger like, I want to go out killing stuff. Actually, Killswitch Engage has a lot of love songs, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it's that type of music. Also, a lot of people just hear that and just think it's instantly bad and it's evil and they're talking about bad things, when actually a lot of it's actually really pretty. Like, Rose of Sharon by Killswitch Engage is a beautiful song. Not Alone by All That Remains is also a really good song. Like, Bullet for My Valentine has some pretty good stuff. Reminiscence, old Avenged Sevenfold song, is also really good. Like, a lot of that music also has real artistic and great stories and can be pretty as well. But people just judge it because it's angry and it's not singing and doesn't have like a woman singer. Like, I find that amazing. You just instantly put in a woman singer and people automatically think, oh, that's a nice song, usually. But I want people to hear the Call of Duty Zombie soundtrack and tell me if that's real pretty. That'd be a pretty good reaction from a lot of people, I think. Anyway, that's the point of the videos. I'm just saying that music, there's a lot to it. Just hearing screaming in it doesn't instantly make it bad. Hearing a woman singer doesn't instantly make it pretty. There's a lot more to it. You gotta read into the lyrics and read into the instrumentals before you can truly judge a song. And also, before anyone mentions this, yes, I know, I sucked pretty badly on this one, but I haven't played this game in a very long time. It's called Melody's Escape. And I'm actually a real big fan of rhythm games, probably because I love music, and I actually kind of grew up playing a lot of the like Guitar Heroes and Rock Bands with some of my old friends who would just play that stuff. It was pretty good. Yeah, good old times. Probably what made me appreciate music and rhythm games as much as I do. Anyway, I'll talk to you all again some other time, famsicles.